This is Randy Rosetta with HubCpreps.com with the video edition of the Tiger Tracks podcast, talking to first-year starter at quarterback Holden Phillips and
Third year.
and I know you're center now, right?
I was center for my junior and senior year, and I was guard for my sophomore year.
Okay. Grayson paid you. You're the mother hen up there now. You're the one who all the young linemen have to listen to,
Yes, sir.
whether they want to or not. Well, Holden, first of all, you heard me give that introduction. How cool is it to hear starting quarterback Holden Phillips after grinding through the last couple of years, kind of playing a different role, but now you kind of step into the big shoes, I guess.
It feels amazing, just finally waiting my chance, becoming the starting quarterback for Frenship, just like my brother did, watching Chad, watching Hud, just learning so much from them. Now it's finally my turn.
I was talking to somebody the other day that said you've basically been working towards this since you were barely old enough to hold on to a football.
Yes, sir.
When did that dream or that process begin for you?
Process came out Sunday afternoons, Friendship League football, just playing as a quarterback there. Just in middle school watching my brother quarterback here, learning from Chad. I was really close with Chad, and just finally waiting my chance, and now I got my opportunity.
Well, I'll get somebody else to talk about you here a little bit. Grayson, what's it been like to watch him evolve, especially since the end of last season, and kind of take the reins of the offense?
Yeah, well, me and Holden didn't go to the same middle school, nor were we on the same youth football team. So he was definitely something we always had to worry about and watch film on and all of that. But it's really cool seeing him now step into the starting quarterback spot after all he's worked through, and now it's his time.
Well, we'll flip the script here. You heard me mention that Grayson is kind of the leader up front on that offensive line. What has his role got to be for you guys this year on offense in particular, but also this team, Holden, as a guy who's been around for a while?
Oh, he's gonna be big for our team. Just third-year starter. He knows everything on this O-line. He knows from the left tackle to right what they should be doing on every single play, which is exactly what we need as a center. He's a vocal leader, which are like after every play, me and Greg can talk and just say what we saw, what's working, how the D line's coming. It just works out perfect. He's a big leader.
And this is for both of you guys because you both have a vested interest in this. The offensive line is one of the few areas on this team that had to be rebuilt a little bit. Grayson, what's that look like right now as you get ready to scrimmage Amarillo?
We're trying to build that chemistry back like we had it the last few years. Replacing 3 out of the 5 guys up front is never easy, but I think we've done a good job. We're practicing as a unit. We're getting there.
What about you, Holden? What's your viewpoint on that?
Oh, they're working hard. Every day they're getting better, just talking through it with each other, and I have all trust in my O-line. There's nothing to worry about.
This is going to, a lot of times offensive linemen, Grayson, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. You have to want to play offensive line. That's not something that gets thrust on you. You have to kind of have that inside you. I would think playing offensive line at Frenship is something that young guys, kind of like Holden talking about wanting to be a quarterback, if a young guy's got some beef to him and knows he's going to be a big dude at some point, playing offensive line at Frenship is something that guys strive for.
Yeah, usually you would say a lot of big guys don't love playing on the line because they want to go run and catch and throw like the skill kids do, but we have fun up there, and we're just as much a part of the offense as anyone else, and we know that, and it's just great coming to practice every day and knowing that you're one of the most potent offenses in the state.
Well, it's another question for both of you. Who are some of those young guys up front that are turning your head a little bit, Grayson?
Bryson Solis will be a sophomore. He's a big kid to be physical, and he's coming together real nicely. We got Mason Slover. He's a junior, but he's gonna be a threat. He's a big kid, and he'll be good up there on Friday nights. And Michael Martin, who was a senior but first year starting, he's got good feet, and he'll be good for us. And then we got Saul, who's started last year, and he's good as always, tough and strong and mean.
And he's kind of a guy that you can kind of point to as one of the other leaders and say he had to overcome some injuries and kind of fight through that. That's something young guys may not understand until and unless they have to go through it themselves.
Yes, sir. Saul had to fight for his spot just like any of us, and he won about midway through last season, and there's no looking back for him.
So Holden, what guys up there do you feel have kind of made you feel more comfortable up front or at your spot?
Mason Slover, I've seen him. He came every day I've seen on in summer, who's working hard, pushing weight. He's gonna be our left tackle, and he's really good. He protects my backside. I have all trust in him. Sol Trevino, known him for a long time, played baseball with him growing up. Just all trust in him. All the whole line. Solis is going to be a good guard coming out. Just going to learn to get better throughout the year, and same with Michael. And then I have all trust because I know Gray's going to get him well.
So I could ask you questions about your two main receivers probably every day of the week and get you to kind of gush about them. We'll leave that for a different day. You got to have a third, fourth, fifth guy kind of be ready to step up, not just receiver, but in the backfield. Who are those guys right now?
Absolutely. We got Maverick Allen, who's playing both sides of the ball, and he's working hard. But it's going to be hard playing both sides of the ball. But if anybody can do it, it's going to be Mav, and he works hard. He's a good receiver. We got Hayden Wilson connected with him. Hayden's really fast, shifty. He'll be good there. Noah, he's a bigger body, he's tight end morely.
Noah Ingram.
Noah Ingram,
Okay.
yes sir. And he's a good blocker. It's going to be really good just because all the attention might be going on Layden and Chase, and it's going to fill spots right there. And then we got two workhorse running backs, and Ethan DeLeon and Jordan Hernandez, who are a little smaller guys, but they work hard. There's nobody outwork them, and they're just going to run hard, and it's good. We're all going to work good together.
And you don't get the same, I guess, your menu's a little bit different than HUD had the last couple of years because those two guys were there. Chase was a little bit unknown, maybe not to you guys, but to defenses last year. Layton kind of got to play that second fiddle guy the year before. Those guys are going to get a lot of attention. As a first-year starting quarterback, how important is it for you to know, okay, I've got to check down and look for these other guys pretty quick too, because your two main guys are going to have a lot of attention on them.
Sir, it's very important just knowing that not every play has to be a touchdown. Just saying, Layden and Chase are really good receivers, but they're not going to be open every play. And most defenses are just going to go guard them because they don't want to get beat by them. And so it's going to leave opportunities for Noah, Maverick, and Hayden, and maybe Jordan and Ethan just to get open and get some good yards. And we can just drive down the field 10 yards by 10 yards and get it in the end zone.
Grayson, from your perspective up front, this offense will be similar. It's always going to be similar, but with Holden there, with the different receivers other than the big two, what are some different concepts or different elements that you guys feel like you might be able to throw out there this year?
Well, I know that we're running the ball a little bit more. We're doing some quicker plays up front because we have a faster line, and then from the receiver standpoint, those guys are just as good of athletes as our outside guys. They didn't get the coverage of the last 2 years, and I mean, I don't feel like we are lacking anywhere from last year than this year.